Right, so how's it going? It's been a while since I've recorded, because obviously with this COVID-19 going on at the minute in the world, our potato sales have been through the roof. Honestly, we've had loads, hundreds of people coming in, just people we've never seen before, wanting bags of spuds, like 3-4 bags. And then also, like, obviously our normal trade, like the wholesalers that we supply and all that, it's been just crazy. And local fruit and veg shops coming in twice a day, picking up a couple ton each time, and it's just been unreal. So that's why I haven't been filming recently, because we've been stuck in the packing shed packing spuds. But finally it is now, well, we started yesterday. My brother took the plough out for the first time this year, so that's been a while, on his new tractor, on his new Class 6.6 Arian. So it is Saturday 21st of March and we're just getting going. So I'm a T7 and I've got our new Cockling on the back, the Cockling 4-metre all-rounder. Seems to be doing a wicked job at this. As you can see, this ground here got ploughed and cultivated before winter, and obviously we didn't get around to drilling it because of the weather. So you can see that it's pretty dead looking, pretty dull. And then this is the job that this ripper's doing. So it's basically, what it's doing is it's ripping it up slightly, and then there's 2 rollers at the back are just packing it down a little, but it's breaking it up really nicely. And like, as you can see, it looks proper dead, but actually in underneath it's not too bad. This is the reason why we bought this ripper, was for jobs like this, because we knew that the winter was going to be a bit challenging. So we thought something like this would be excellent, and it is actually doing a perfect job. So I think we're all very happy with this purchase. It was definitely worth it. So yeah, and it's nice, it's 4 meters, which is nice, because then it's, well, it folds up so you can get it around here. As you know, here in Devon the lanes are pretty tight, but also then when you're working it's like a nice width, like it's bigger than the tractor, so that's good. And yeah, we've had this my T7's been chipped, so we're now working at just under 200 horsepower constantly. Although it says this boosts up to 210 horsepower, the boost doesn't really do anything in my eyes. You only notice it when you're above the 16th gear, which like is pretty useless, because then when you're going up a hill you have to drop it down the gear, so then you lose your 210 boost. But now we're constantly 200 horsepower, so this thing flies along now. I delivered a load of silage last night since it's been chipped, and you can definitely notice the difference. Definitely pulls a lot better. So yeah, I think I got a fair day out with this new toy, and she's looking pretty snazzy. And yeah, hopefully it goes well. And like I said, my brother's got a new tractor, it's Class Arian 660, and that thing is wicked. Honestly, so nice. But I mean, he's not quite a T7, is it? So anyways, I don't really know what's going to be in this video, because I've got some drone shots of us ripping in the new Class. I might try and get the drone up today while I'm doing this, but I'll see what I film. And yeah, catch you in a bit. So since I last saw you, I was ripping that field, so finished that. Yeah, this ripper did a good job. Pretty happy with what it's done. That's like, did exactly what we wanted it to do, sort of thing. And now I'm currently going down some back lanes, which I've never been down before. Still got the ripper on to go rip up some ploughing. We've got 80 acres out here. I think we've got a contractor out here ploughing it now. My brother's back near home ploughing a 25-acre field, so we're on doing that. So yeah, I'm coming out here to rip this one field. Someone else, Jim's he's brought one load of fertilizer out here, and he's about to bring a second one out. So I think we're fertilizer spinning this tomorrow and probably ripping it again. So that means on Monday and Tuesday we'll be rotor spiking and bed forming, and then it'll be just de-stoning and planting. So although we've been delayed because of the weather, we're getting on with it now. We just need to start and then we're good. Yeah, so there's some pokey road that, because the main way we've had, well, it must be 5-6 years ago, we had spuds at this land here. It's good fields, but basically the road that we normally come along is Southwest Waters are there digging it up, so we're having to come this back way, which is what Jim just told me, because he said that he brought fertilizer out and the road was blocked, so he had to come this way. Told me where to go, and I'm just using my phone really. Oh, hang on a minute. Jesus Christ, this is fucking tight, isn't it? Oh my lord. Stone wall one side, someone's fucking porch the other. So we're on the cocklings in the ground, made it to the field. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So they ploughed this field first, I think maybe 2 days ago. And yeah, it's breaking up nicely. This ripper is definitely doing a good job. And we should definitely be on for tomorrow on the fertilizer spinner and getting this ready. So hopefully by Monday, Tuesday we'll be planting. But yeah, I think the stuff that's been ploughed now across the road is definitely looking quite fresh. So that's going to need a day or a night to dry out. It's pretty windy out here. I don't know if you can see the sea just over there. So there's a fair bit of wind here when you get out the cab. But so you see down over there there's the sea, so it's blowing straight in off of there. Probably not going to be able to get the drone up in the air just because of that reason, and because I need to concentrate on what I'm doing, and I do not have auto steer in my New Holland. So where if I had the new Class 6 Arian, then I would be right on with the drone. But I think I've got, because I rode with Ben when we first got it and we went ripping tram lines, so I had the drone up then, which you either see in this video or before this video. Might make a little edit of it, and but I need to make a video of giving you a walk around the track to what it is, showing you stuff about it. We're happy with it, although it's a weird time with the coronavirus occurring, and who knows what's going to happen in the future, because they're saying it could last for 6 months, so that's September time. But I mean, as we're in the food sort of sector, we're in agriculture, producing spuds, from what we've had this past week has been the sales have been through the roof. People coming in, buying. Our customers are, like I said, coming in daily, picking up compared to normal. So with that in mind, it might be quite a good year, but the only thing is, how available will products such as the sprays be? If they shut down roads or whatever, lock down, then will we even be able to get hold of the sprays that we need to help grow the spuds? So all this is, but luckily we've got all the fertilizer and all the seed that we need, so at least we can get the spuds in the ground with the right weather. We've got all the gear, so it's going to be a bit of a tricky couple of months, but we're just going to have to see what happens really. So I've probably done about half of this field now, so I don't know whether I'm leaving the ripper here or if I will be taking it back with me. Whatever happens, it'll be easy, but it would be a nice cruise home without it on. But yeah, it's quite a nice place out here. It's not too bad working out here, apart from the drive. If only the road was open, then it'd be a lot easier. But Jim has just turned up with the second load of fertilizer, so that will probably be it for out here. last night I delivered a load of silage bales to that place you saw in the previous video. Got there about 7 o'clock because we had been packing all day. Then I fed the cattle, then took it there. Got there and their telehandler wasn't working, so I had to leave the trailer there. Luckily she dropped it back this morning, so we've got that trailer back now, which we definitely will need for bringing seed out here, so that's lucky. And because of the coronavirus, it's meant that my school is now shut, like all schools around the UK, Wales, Scotland, and I'm in year 13, so I had my exams coming up in May. They have now been cancelled, and we're meant to be getting our, well, whatever grade we deserve from previous marks that we've got. But my business course was coursework based, and apparently that coursework is still, I've only just found out from a friend that they still want our coursework in every week. So that means on Monday at 1 o'clock I have a Skype lesson with my business class. So I'll be able to put my phone here and show everyone what I'm doing. So that might go down horrifically, or it might go down quite well. We'll have to wait and see about that one. Might be a bit of a laugh. Yeah, this rip is still looking nice and clean. To be fair, when I'm going the other way, the dust is flying here, which is something that we have not seen in a long time. But the weather forecast for the next week and longer than that is looking good as far as I'm aware. So we should be able to get a nice bit done here. Like I said, we've got 2 ploughs on the go, so pretty flat out at the minute. If you're wondering why I'm stopping here, been told that the farmer's marked it out there. He's driven his mule along it, and he's marked it out with some electric fence posts, and that is because he is gonna plant like maize there for his shoot. And you see over there on the hill that's where he's had it before. So yeah, I think he's having 4 acres for that, and the rest of this is 12 acres here. So nice bit of land, not too bad.
Dolphin in the sea, rolling in the waves, floating with the breeze. Got my sunny shades on, play my favorite song. Thankful for the charm, life rocking in my phone. I ain't looking for attention, I don't need the extra tension, cause I'm in the 4th dimension. Trapeze is high in suspension. Now don't bother with the haters, cause they all be imitators. Real life manipulators. Get it back up and see you later. I like me for me, I'ma be what I'ma be. I like me for me, I am who I wanna be. Don't need no apologies, just peace and serenity. No to the jealousy, Wonder Woman identity. I like me for me, I like me for me. Head over heels, you know how that shit feels. You think it's out of space, but I know that.
So it was like last time I spoke to you. So finished the first field I was in when I first was filming. Then I've come into the second field. Came in here about 6 o'clock, so an hour and 44 minutes ago. As you see, put the drone up, tried to get the best shots I could while I was driving. That's why some of my lines went a bit wonky. So yeah. So I've just come up to this bit here, probably got half an acre to finish off up at the top of here, do the headlands, and then I'll be on my way home. I'm either taking the ripper home with me or leaving it here at the fields, because I might be on working corn ground in the morning. ripping up a bit of ploughing, break that up since it's been left as ploughed over winter. The ripper's still doing a really good job. So yeah, it's gone pretty well today. Got a fair bit done, considering we were packing this morning, and then about 10:30, just after the coffee break, we broke away with the tractors. So it's been quite good. That means we're in quite a good position for tomorrow with the tractor work we can get on with then. So yeah, I'll probably I'll finish this, and I'll probably see you tomorrow with probably this ripper on still. So I'll see you then.